Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing the book haul video for the month of June, so let's just get right into it. So for the first book that I want to show you guys, I actually got this package and there was two books in it. One was this one and the other one was one that I had already received. If you watch my May video, you'll see that I actually purchased this book, so I ended up giving this extra copy to a friend already, so because I ended up having two copies. And that book that I got, the duplicate, was Nothing But Sky. So I'm not going to go too much into that book because I already talked about that book in that book haul video for May, so I will link that above for you guys to check out. But anyways, moving on to the other book that I got in the same package, and this book is called Among the Red Stars by Gwen C. Katz. I actually don't really know where this package came from, to be honest. It didn't really have a shipping label on top. I'm not really sure. It just came out of nowhere and I was not expecting this package at all, so it came as a surprise for me. But anyways, I don't really know what this book is about at all. I'm assuming something to do with the flying aerial because there is a plane in the background, and it seems to be like set in a historical setting as well because the girl up front seems to be wearing attire that is, you know, like a more historical outfit. So anyways, just reading the front flap of what this book is about, it says
World War II has shattered Valka's homeland of Russia, and Valka is determined to help the effort. She knows her skill as a pilot rival the best of the men's, so when an all-female aviation group forms, Valka is the first to sign up. Flying has always meant freedom and exhilaration for Valka, but dropping bombs on German soldiers from a fragile canvas biplane is no joyride. The war is taking its toll on everyone, including the boy Valka grew up with, who is fighting for his life on the front lines. As the war intensifies and those around her fall, Valka must decide how much she is willing to risk to defend the skies she once called home. Inspired by the true story of the air woman the Nazis called night witches, Gwen C. Katz weaves a tale of strength and sacrifice, learning to fight for yourself and the perils of the world at war.
So I'm guessing the reason why they sent this book and Nothing But Sky is because they're both related to aviation, so I guess there was a theme in that package. But anyways, I'm pretty excited for this book. So next two books that I received were ones that I purchased, and these books have actually been on my TBR list for quite some time, but I recently saw it on a pile at Barnes & Noble and I remember that I really want to read these books, so I figured why not just get the whole set. And this series is called, or these books are called, The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, as well as The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. Hoping I pronounced her last name right, but I have heard really good things about both of these books, so I'm really excited. And just as a very quick summary of what the first book is about, since this is a duology, it says Khalid, I'm hoping I pronounced that name right.
Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan, is a monster. Each night he takes a new wife, only to have her killed by sunrise. Sajrad is the first volunteer to become Khalid's bride. She vows to stop his reign of terror for the friends she lost and all those who perished before her. Incredibly, she manages to survive her first morning, then the next. Night by night, she mesmerizes the Caliph with her storytelling, at once buying time and digging deeper into the elusive boy king's past. If Khalid is truly the murderous madman everyone says he is, how did she find it so easy to fall for him?
The main reason why I'm actually really excited for this series is because it's actually a retelling of the Arabian story. It's a classic tale called 1001 Nights, and I really like that classic, so I was really excited about these two books, so these are my next two books. So next book that I received is one that I already showed you guys. It was in my summer reads video, which I will link above in case you want to check out some of the books that I'm really anticipating for this summer. And this book is called Uncharted by Erin Cashman. I am really excited for this book. This book sounds amazing. I'm not going to go into too much detail again because I already mentioned this in my video above, so you can check that out if you're interested in learning more about this book. So the next book that I picked up is one that I got from Barnes & Noble. I'm actually really excited for this one because I read the original series, I read all the spin-off series, etc. And this is the most recent one that just came out. And there is, I believe there's 3 books total, and the most recent one will be coming out later this year. And now that the whole series is going to be completed, I figured I could finally take this time to start picking up the paperback version because honestly, as much as I like hardcovers, they are really heavy and they're very bulky. Whereas paperback, I actually prefer paperback a lot better. And once I pick up a series, I hate having different versions of it. So if I get paperback, then the rest of the series has to be paperback. Or if it's hardcover, the same applies. I hate having like awkward, I don't know, like, am I the only one who thinks that way? Because I feel like a lot of people do the same. But anyways, so the next book that I got is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and it is part of the Dark Artifice series. I am so excited for this one. I haven't read any of her books in quite some time now because I've just been waiting for this entire series to come out, but I'm really excited to go back into the Shadowhunters world again. And just as a short quick summary of what this book or this series is about.
In a secret world where half-angel warriors called Shadowhunters are sworn to fight demons, Parabatai is a sacred word. It is your best friend and battle partner. It can be everything for each other, but they can never fall in love. Emma Carstairs is a Shadowhunter, the best in her generation. Together with her Parabatai,
I feel like I'm pronouncing that name wrong.
Julian Blackthorn, she patrols the streets of Los Angeles, where fairies, the most powerful of supernatural creatures, teeter on the edge of open war with Shadowhunters. When bodies, both fairy and human, turn up, bearing marks that match those found on Emma's own murdered parents, an uneasy alliance is formed. This is Emma's chance for revenge, and Julian's chance to get back his brother, a prisoner of the fairy courts. All they have to do is solve the murders within 2 weeks, and before the murderer targets them.
So I don't know, I'm really excited for this book, and this cover looks gorgeous. So the next 3 books that I picked up were ones that I purchased from Book Depository. Actually, I purchased 4 books, but only these 3 belong in the series. And the reason why I didn't pick the 4th book, the last book of the series, is because I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback and then I can purchase it. But anyways, this series is the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I am super excited for this series. I've heard so many good things about it, and I've been waiting ever since Red Queen first came out. I've been waiting for this entire series to come out since then because these books sound so good. But anyways, just a short quick summary of what the series is about based on the back cover of the first book. Oh my god, I cannot talk today.
This is a world divided by blood, red or silver. The Reds are commoners ruled by a silver elite in possession of godlike superpowers. And to 17-year-old Mare, a red girl from the poverty-stricken stilts, it seems like nothing will ever change. But Mare possesses a deadly talent of her own, one that threatens to destroy the balance of power. Fearful of her potential, the Silvers hide Mare in plain view, declaring her a long-lost Silver Princess. Knowing that one false move will mean her death, Mare must make her new position to bring down the regime from the inside. Now she has entered a game of betrayal and lies. This is Reds against Silvers, Prince against Prince, and Mare against her own heart.
So apparently this is supposed to be a clever blend of the Hunger Games, The Selection, Graceling, and Divergent. And honestly, I love all 4 of those series, so super psyched for these books. As for the 4th book that I picked up from Book Depository, I picked up this one because I recently purchased Circe from Book of the Month. I don't remember which month exactly it was. I'll have to look through it, and I can link it above for you guys to check out that book haul video. But basically, when I was going through when I was reading the reviews on Circe, everyone was referring to her other book, her previous book. And I figured, you know what, maybe I'll check that one out because that one's also supposed to be really good, and plus it was on sale, so I figured why not. Anyways, this book is called The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I don't know, I am really excited for this book. The cover looks really pretty as well. For those who don't know already, I really like gold themes, so anything with gold in it, I like. So this cover is really pretty for me. But anyways, based on the back, short quick summary.
Greece in the Age of Heroes. Patroclus, an awkward young prince, has been exiled to the king of Peleus and his perfect son Achilles. Despite their differences, Achilles befriends the shamed prince, and as they grow into young men skilled in the arts of war and medicine, their bond blossoms into something deeper, despite the displeasure of Achilles' mother Thetis, a cruel, silly goddess. But when word comes that Helen of Sparta has been kidnapped, Achilles must go to war in distant Troy and fulfill his destiny. Torn between love and fear for his friend, Patroclus close with him, little knowing that the years that follow will test everything they hold dear.
So I love Greek and Roman mythology, so I grew up loving Achilles and his stories, so I am super pumped for this one. So those are essentially all the books that I received this past month. I will do an honorary mention for the next 4 books because those are ones that I received in my subscription boxes, but I already did a whole video on them, so I'm just going to briefly mention the books that I got. That way you guys know that this is technically part of my book haul, but I already did a whole video, so I will link that unboxing video for you guys to check out everything else that I got in those subscription boxes. But anyways, the first book that I got in my subscription box is Bring Me Their Hearts by Sarah Wolf. I'm really excited for this book. This cover looks gorgeous and I've heard good things about it, so pretty excited for it. So the next 2 books that I got were from my book box subscription box. The women's fiction actually has gotten a lot of feedback and praise about it, especially among my book club friends in New York. We have this whole thread going on about this one book, and so far everyone who's read it loves it, so I am really excited. But anyways, the women's fiction pick this time around was The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hong, and then the young adult fiction was Mariam Sharma Hits the Road by Sheba Karim. So I am really excited for both of these books. So the last book that I got in my entire collection for the month of June is Sweet Black Waves by Christina Perez. I am so excited for this book. I got this from the Spearcraft book box, so pretty excited for this one as well. So anyways, that's everything that I received this past month. If there are any books that I mentioned in this video and that you're really excited for and that's also on your TBR list or that you received recently, let me know down below. I'm really curious to see what you guys are most anticipating for the summer as well as from the list that I got. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's it for today, guys. Thank you. Bye.